Hey, I don't know if you saw the thumbnail, dog, but we got Ja Morant on it holding a water gun. I don't know if you've seen the thumbnail. Ja Morant is on this thing holding a fake gun because his team, Big Smitty, is claiming that he was holding a fake gun. Now, for it to be fake, number one, see, you can tell a plastic gun by a fake or by a real gun with the fact that the tips of them usually are created a little different. Now, some of them have orange tips in them. Some of them have red tips in them. Some of them don't. You can file that off, but you also will understand if you ever watch a show or a movie, Big Smitty, this is what I learned being on Netflix. You ever watch a show or a movie? Have you ever seen them drink a cup?
No, usually I don't because, well, if they do, it's like yours where like the logo on the brand is matching the show.
Have you ever seen the person lift it to drink it?
I never thought about that, JB. I don't know. Like I never thought about that.
Like, can't do it because this is really full. But basically, if you see them, they get a cup and it's really quick and fast like that. If you ever notice.
Yeah.
You can tell there's absolutely nothing in the cup. It's a horrible job of acting, in my opinion. I think that's the worst part of acting ever, when they drink out of cups on movies and shows. I call it out all the time. You can tell how they move the cup. Like, I can't do that with this. I'll spill it everywhere, right?
Right. It's full.
And you can tell the weight. Dog, you can tell the weight of a real gun and a fake gun when it is held up to you and how you maneuver it. Like, are we fucking dumb? Like, I'm just being honest. Why are we sitting here debating if that was a real gun or a fake gun? It had to be the heaviest fake gun of all time, with a bored out tip to where you took out all the fake stuff, and now we created a fake, real-looking gun. Now, I would argue that's worse than having the real gun. Like, you really a fake wankster. Like, holy shit. Like, what are we doing? So, it's not a fake gun. We already know what it is. And let's just keep it real. Who is his PR and marketing team? Like, who is his marketing team for thinking, yeah, this is the way? Let's come out 3-4 weeks later, and now that we're hearing that the hammer's about to be dropped, whatever the hammer is, I mean, y'all's generation hammer may be a lot different than mine. You think the hammer is going to be, you would be, let me ask you a question. You would call the hammer, Big Smitty, 25 games, I think.
No. A hammer will be half a season. Hammer for half.
Hammer is 40 games.
40 games will be the hammer, in my opinion.
So your hammer and my hammer are completely different. See, my hammer is a year, fine, and take money. Your hammer is 40 games. Would you fine him?
I mean, during those entire 40 games, he's unpaid. So yeah, he's getting fined just from not being paid for those 40 games.
No, sir, that's not a fine. That's a fucking. That means you're not getting paid.
Not working. I'll fine him. Yes, I'll fine. Okay, how about this? $50,000 fine. $50,000 fine.
It's completely different hammers. You got the fucking toy hammer, and I got the real fucking sledgehammer.
You trying like in his whole, like, you trying to empty his whole bank account. You talking about full year.
I'm make $40 million a year. He ain't emptying shit. Like $5 million I would hit him with. I would suspend him for the year with no pay. And then I would make him do like a gun rehab training and how to actually, what a gun really does. I would have him walk up to like a cow, and I would have him shoot the cow. Yeah, dog. I'm telling you, because that's what people do when you go to war. You take these wannabe cats and you go out here and you take them in some live beating flesh and you have them shoot them. And if that motherfucker walks away and just keeps shooting them and wants to get it and he's a psycho, now you're like, oh, this motherfucker's psycho. He has a bigger problem. Or is he scared to kill the cow? Or is he scared once he sees that flesh open up? Sometimes you got to use sacrificial lamb, dog. You got to really see if this motherfucker really wants it or not. Now we're going to find out who this cat is. See, let me fix this motherfucker. See, they don't let me fix his ass. I'll break his ass. See, that's the problem. I'd take him out back over here and let him shoot some real meat. I bet you it change. I'm telling you, it changes your ass. You see that flesh getting hit with a bullet and just talking about it on IG like this. But anyway, I'm just talking.
That's real.
I would suspend him, fine him, and hit him in the pocket where it hurts. But see, I don't think they're going to do it. I think now that he's heard the rumors that Adam Silver is not going to make that announcement during the finals, which I think is a complete bitch move. I would have dropped the hammer game 1 of the NBA Finals live at the fucking arena. I'd have been like, Ja Morant is suspended for a year. He's getting fined $5 million. You know why, Big Smitty? Because everybody was watching, and everybody would have been like, we ain't doing that shit no more. And it would have been a trend setter, tone setter, shock treatment setter. Like, we would have set the tone. Adam Silver wouldn't have had to sit in the 10th row. He would have been on the sideline. This motherfucker sitting behind Jalen Rose. Like, I'm tripping. Like, what? And
but hold on, JB. The reason, but from a commissioner standpoint, why would I do that and take attention away from our biggest event, our biggest game of the year? And now everybody's gonna be talking about Ja Morant. I'd rather keep that as a separate story. Ja Morant's so big, JB. He don't need the NBA Finals for the story to be big. Whenever the announcement is made, everybody's talking about it.
I don't have him making it big. I'm not saying you need to make it big. I don't think it would have took attention away. I think you're still going to watch the basketball games. It's still one of the highest rated finals so far. I don't think
the conversations, though, JB, the conversation, the media, like all the storylines, is not gonna be about the game. It's gonna be about Ja Morant. And
but that's all these players now. I bet you ain't got no. I bet you next year you won't see a player with a fucking gun on IG.
Yeah, I mean, I think they learned already. Just off the right. I mean, watching Ja, it's like you got to be a dumbass to like for you to pull out a gun now after seeing what Ja did. And here's my take, real quick, JB. It might sound counterintuitive, but if it comes out that the gun is fake, I'm damn near leaning on your side. He should get a year. I know it sounds weird, but to me, it almost is worse if he does have a fake gun. Because now it's like, hold on, bro. Like,
hey, I'm flipping Big Smitty in front of your very eyes, dog. Big Smitty's coming on the dark side, dog.
You can't be out here with no fake.
Starting to change a little bit.
You can't have no fake gun, though, JB. You know what I'm saying?
People, this is the thing that I have not heard from mainstream media, Big Smitty. If it is a fake gun, what kid out there fucking knows that it was a fake gun? Why? What is the difference? Do you think the kids know it was a fake gun? To me, it's even worse. Are you in a rap video faking a fucking shooting a video? Are you shooting a movie? Like, what are we talking about? There's a reason they call his ass Ja fucking what do you call it?
John Wick.
Because it's like, oh, you're an actor. You're a fake wannabe gangster. And now, to me, you solidified how big of a bitch you are. Dog, really? So now you're going to throw up different sets on the court. You're going to throw up neighborhoods. You're going to throw up all these LA hoods. Then you're going to go on talking about you've basically beat a kid with a gun. You've had 3 different issues. Now you're going to come out and say it's fake? What does that tell us about you?
Yeah, he's tripping. Like, I don't know. To me, it's a similar concept as, you know, when you think about rappers, or it can be rock stars, country music, or whatever, when they're putting out in their music all these drugs that they're doing and all this stuff, and then you hear later on that they're not really doing it. They're just faking it in their songs, which is influencing kids, young people to do it. My point is, showing a real gun is wrong too, obviously. But at least I can have an ounce of some level of respect to where, like, okay, maybe this is what you really do. Like, maybe this is who you really are. Compared to having a fake gun, it's like, what? Like, why even bother? Why be a grown man and have a fake gun with you? I don't even know where to buy one at these days. I know when I was a younger kid, you know, people had BB guns, and that was like popular when you were like, I was 13 years old, but you a grown ass man making over, you know, $100 million. You have a kid. The spotlight is on you. So I don't think it's a fake gun, JB. I'm with you. But in the event that it is, I think you gotta bring down JB's hammer, which is the full season, big fine, and I will have 0 sympathy for him, because that's just idiotic. That means you're planning it. And to me, that means that if you have a fake gun, JB, you're almost taunting the league. You're taunting Adam Silver, because, again, this is the second time that he's been on video with the gun. So if you had a fake gun, that means you went out and was like, you know what? I'm gonna go get. I can't show my real gun. I got in trouble. Let me go to Dollar General and get this fake gun real quick, and then show out with it. And if he tried to put the hammer down, I'm like, it's just immature, and it's something where it's like you're just really trying to taunt the league. So I don't know. I think it's a lie, and he's trying to use it as a way to minimize the punishment. And I don't think Adam Silver's gonna fall for it. And either way, I think the suspension is gonna be the suspension because it's still a stupid thing to do.
Hey, user 581398302413 said that I'm the biggest fake gangster. That's why on TikTok. Remind you, I'm gonna tell you his name again. User 581398302413. No profile picture, and I'm the fake one. Let the irony of that sink into all you dick riders out here. All you out here, let that sink in. User 5813, like, you gotta be shitting me, homie. It's actually comical. Like, it is actually comical. This guy made up an account today to come on to my show, follow the show on TikTok and everywhere, and troll. Which I found out this year what troll meant, Big Smitty. You know, I'm a little behind on all these fucking terms and words and shit. So,
JB, hold on one more time. What's his name again?
User 581398302413.
He sounds like a character from Star Wars.
Hey,
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Decon on TikTok said, shout out my big boy, Big Smitty, Ball State legend.
That's my homie, man. Shout out to Darius Conaway. ATL's in the building. Georgia's in the building. One of my favorite teammates. He played corner, strong side of the field. He's not scared to come down and hit you. Shout out to Decon, my guy. Appreciate the support. We got Georgia in the building right now, JB.
No doubt. We got a lot going on, man. Smooth Pana. Is that your name? I thought it was gonna have a T. It could have been Smooth Patna. Smooth Pana. Okay, I don't know what that means or what it is. Is it Polynesian? Is it Filipina? Usually with an A, it's a girl. With an O, it's a guy. I don't know if you know all that grammatical correct shit.
I took 3 years of Spanish. Come on now.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
What you mean?
Hey, we got a lot going on, man. Ja Morant, fake wankster as it gets. I mean, damn, fake gun. We're going to come to see what this is. I hope they drop the hammer. See, I don't want to say I hope because I never hope for the demise of any young kid. But at a certain time, you've hit what we call the precipice, the wall, the end, the pinnacle. And you can't continue to try to spread yourself so thin to help this one idiot that can't figure it out, where you miss helping maybe a fucking Dylan Brooks. I mean, I don't know, someone else that may need it, some other weirdo fuck that's in this soft-ass fucking NBA. I don't know, but I'm saying you're going to spread yourself too thin trying to save what we call the face of the NBA now, instead of saying, hey, we're going to drop the hammer. We don't care who you are. And let's set the tone for the rest of the young kids coming up through the ranks, because you're going to have these issues for a long, long time if you don't put the dog's nose in the piss that he just left. I'm just telling you.
That's real.
You cannot rub their nose. This is why I don't agree with Adam Silver not doing it during the finals. As time goes, the seriousness of it goes. So if my dog pisses in the carpet, I can't rub his nose in it tomorrow, dog. He don't even know why you're rubbing his nose in it. Now he's becoming scared of you, and now he thinks you're a bully. Instead of teaching him at the moment, hey, dog, you just pissed. Rub your nose in it. Smack him on the ass, maybe. Take him outside. Well, as time has gone, it's been months and months and days and weeks that Ja Morant has done his third thing. Whatever we want, because it's not illegal, because fucking the gun's illegal and carry in Memphis, all the different bullshit. But it is a violation of a lot of different NBA bylaws. So this is his third one. Now, we don't rub his nose in it, which would have been nice for at least to start NBA Finals. Now we're just, when we do drop the hammer, Ja Morant's going to be like, whatever, fuck it. And it's going to be another IG story, and it's going to be some whatever, fuck it. Like, it's not serious. And the players are like, fuck it. It's not being taken serious. They should have dropped the hammer by now. I'm just telling you. Like, to me, Adam Silver talking about we're doing a clean investigation, a full investigation. We found more things. Say it. Let us know. Or don't even let us know. I don't even care. Just come out with the announcement and let this dude know. See, I would have let him know. Fuck it. Let him know.
Right.
And I would have told him, Big Smitty, this is the difference between leaders and followers. I would have told him, here's what you're getting, dog. Don't announce it to anyone, though, because we're not going to announce it publicly. And let's see if he announces that shit. Is he a bitch going to go on Instagram Live and talk about, give some encrypted fucking cryptic ass message like, well, I'll see you next year, like some bullshit? Or are you going to be man and say and do what we are asking you to do? Don't post it, and we'll announce it later. But you actually know the punishment.
Well, there's no way for us to know that though, like because that conversation might have happened.
That's his motherfucking character. That's the only reason I would do it. I'm testing that motherfucker's character. I want to see if he's got our back as an NBA, the people that are paying him hundreds of millions of dollars. Or is he just a straight up fucking bitch and out on his own and he's really damaged goods? I believe he's damaged goods. So I truly believe he's damaged goods. I've been around damaged goods a long, long time. I've tried to help damaged goods repair themselves. And sometimes when you're damaged goods, there's no repairing damaged goods, dog.
I hear you, JB, but like, I'll say this, a couple things. I do disagree with you on the timing of the punishment. Again, I just believe that whether you drop the hammer at the beginning of the NBA Finals or right after the NBA Finals, it's not going to take away what Ja Morant feels, what the people feel, the players feel about the actual punishment. As long as the hammer is the hammer, trust me, we're all going to feel it. It's just a matter of what the suspension is going to be, what's the violation going to be. That's what's going to determine the feeling and the reaction from Ja, the media, everybody else, in my opinion.
Let me ask you something. You got a wife, all right? Yep. You guys start a business.
Mm-hmm.
She starts a business with a partner. She got an investor. You're her husband. You and her names on the business. Her investor, though, has pulled rank and told her, we need to make this announcement, and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. They make the announcement. And you get home and like, why am I seeing this announcement? Why the fuck you didn't talk to me? Why don't I know? Why you and him? Oh, we had to get it done. We had to do it. Are you feeling a certain type of way or not?
100%.
All right. So now let me keep teaching then. How can you allow the Memphis Grizzlies to suspend Ja Morant before the entity itself does?
That's normal though, JB.
How can your direct team, Memphis Grizzlies, supersede the powers that be, the NBA, the organization, and suspend him before the league? That is the full issue that I have that no one's discussing. Because you're putting the onus on the head coach now to A, be the asshole, because I am the direct contact guy that demands this, and this from Ja and my team. And I'm suspending you. And now you're the asshole, which I have no problem being. Okay. But it is a cop-out by the big boy, the league, for allowing the team first to suspend him and not the league saying, fuck, Memphis, step aside, Memphis. You have no fucking say in this. That would have been leading. That would have been the big boy decision. Hey, nah, fuck, this is enough. Memphis, you don't have a fucking choice in this deal. This is a league issue now. See, when we allow the coach and the team to do it, and that's why you got 8 games the first time. That's why you got a slap on the wrist. That's why he was still on the sideline. That's why he was still chilling and fucking doing super shit. Dog, when is it going to come down to the big boys making a decision and superseding somebody to really make that statement? That is where I have the issue, because I know deep down inside that Adam Silver is playing the blame game, and he's going to say, well, Coach has to do that. He has to make that decision. No, he doesn't. That's a fucking NBA issue, and it is a black eye on your league, not the Memphis Grizzlies. That's secondary. So that's my point, dog.
I hear you.
I don't know. I want to see the leader, the main people come out. Like you're not getting fired, dog, by Derek.
The little man, right.
So Derek's gonna call you and, hey man, Darnell, we gotta let you go today. Yeah, what the fuck ever. Like, you're taking it as a joke. It's a joke to you.
Right. I hear you. I think the structure is different. I think this is more optics. A lot of times you'll see this happen where the organization just immediately just says, okay, this player is suspended indefinitely. There's no time frame on it. They're just doing it just to all right, just to please the outside, knowing that the NBA is doing an investigation and they are going to, quote unquote, drop the hammer. The thing about the NBA, when they're going to throw down a suspension or whatever, they have to do a full investigation. Like, they're not going to just come out, see the video, but all right, full season. That's just not how they operate. It's not how most leagues operate. It's not how the NFL operate. Whenever there's an incident, and typically pending investigation, that player is away from the team. And you can think about any situation, domestic violence cases in the past, whatever situation you might think of, even before the player is proven guilty or what have you. 9 times out of 10, that player is not playing or they're away from the team pending investigation. And once that investigation is done, now you find out what the big suspension is going to be. So to me, this is typical protocol. I'm used to seeing this in the NFL and the NBA. I think the Memphis Grizzlies just said that just so he wouldn't be around the team. But in reality, it doesn't mean anything because they're in the offseason anyway. So it's just optics, in my opinion. Just so the fans will be like, okay, our team did something, while they're waiting to see what the true, real suspension is honestly and really in actuality is going to be by the NBA. So, but I feel you, JB. I do feel you. I mean, the NBA could have came out quicker, could have dropped the hammer quicker.
So but, the chat is like, the CEO never fires employees. Let's be real. Walmart CEO is not firing the backroom top guy. That's not the point. That's not. No shit, he's not. He don't have the power to. This is a ownership within a global organization and entity. The manager at Walmart makes $3 more than the fucking guy he's going to fire. Just FYI. That's a horrible comparison. If I have to break this down to you guys in the chat, D Jones. That's a fucking horrible. Go ask the manager at Walmart what he's making and go ask the fucking stalker what he makes. I bet you're going to be like, damn, you only make $3 more? No shit, he's going to suspend him. Who's going to fire the guy or file charges on the worker or the stock worker that's fucking stealing at Walmart? The big cheese, the big dog. He's going to tell the manager, homie, hey, dog, we got to let this motherfucker go. That is my point. I'm telling you that Adam Silver should have just straight up told the Memphis Grizzlies to fucking suspend him. We are suspending him, Memphis. We'll call the owner. Hey, dog, Ja Morant suspended for a season. Thank you. Boom. I mean, there's no discussion. No, you're allowing the manager at Walmart to suspend the fucking stock worker is what you're equating that to Memphis Grizzlies suspending Ja Morant. That's not even fucking close. Stop it. Stop it. It's not even an equation. Stop it. You're just making up shit now and throwing it at the wall, seeing if it'll stick. $3.30. Exactly. The fucking manager makes the $3 more than the fucking stock worker. Yeah. I bet you the stock guy's really looking at him like lined up straight. Like, get the fuck out of here. That motherfucker walks past them late every day. Probably smell like weed. He don't give a fuck about the $3 more you make. Get the fuck out of here. Your comparison, D Jones. D Jones, you do a lot of these fucking dumbass comparisons. I just got to be honest. You're not very smart. I've figured this out over years, that you're not the smartest cat in the chat. I'm just going to tell you. But you think you are, which even makes you fucking dumber. I just want to throw that out there.